Yeah, Sunita, nice that you have been here in Luxembourg.
Thank you.
We heard a lot about fogs in New Delhi, about hurricanes in the Philippines, about droughts and floods in India. What are these climate impacts in the global south? Why is it coming now?
So it's important to understand that there are two things happening. One, it's about development as we are doing it in our countries. If there is fog in Delhi or smog in Delhi, it's because we have a pollution problem in the city. If there are floods in many parts of India, it is also because we are doing very bad land management. We are building where we should not build. We are destroying our drainage systems. If there are droughts, it's also about the fact that we are not doing enough to manage our water resources. So there is a problem with development and the way we are doing development, but then on top of it, what we are getting is this double whammy, the whammy of climate change. We are getting extreme rain events, we are getting variable rain events, so we are getting extremely, our vulnerability is increasing. And that's what's happening in Philippines, happening in Africa, happening in India. We are absolutely seeing climate change play out in front of our eyes. And that is something we need to recognize is having a massive impact on the very poor in the world. They are the victims of climate change.
So that sounds as if we could not go step by step, but we need urgent action. Did I got that right?
I think we're running out of time. We're completely running out of time. We need to understand that today we need to get development right, because today climate change is happening and the impacts of it will only get worse. The good news is that if we get development right, if we can make sure that we do better water management, we do better land management, if we put resources in the hands of people, we improve the coping ability of people, the resilience of people, we will be able to deal with it better.
But we have important agreements like the Paris Agreement, we have climate summits, so we have decisions to be in the mid of the century climate neutral. We plant millions of trees, we are aiming for net zero. These are real plans.
Words, very nice words.
Only words?
I think the world is really losing it today. We are not understanding that trees are on lands of poor people. We do not understand that if you want to plant trees to sequester carbon, it's about the livelihoods of people. It's about the rights of poor people. These are not barren lands. I mean, I would love it if people would think about how they could redo trees in the middle of European cities and, turn them into wilderness areas. But we're not talking like that. And I think the world is today looking, I can understand, we're desperate. We're all extremely scared about what the future will mean. And I can see us not being able to get out of our carbon addiction. Fossil fuels are still a mainstay of most countries in terms of energy. Transport emissions are growing in spite of everything that we've been doing. Energy efficiency is not working the magic bullet that we thought it would. So yes, we are scared. But being scared does not mean that we look for answers which are not going to work. We will have to be far more real today in terms of looking for the answers that are under our nose.
When you're saying we, who is we? Is it the governments? Is it civil society? Is it the industry?
Dietmar, we is we. We is everyone. And we is particularly, say, middle-class Indians, rich Indians. We is everyone who has the power to influence, the power to make a difference. And I think we need to understand that this we cannot be segregated anymore. We do have a problem with global leadership. There is no doubt about that. We don't have the kind of global leadership in the world today which is prepared to face climate change in the face. We don't have that. We have global leaders who are becoming much more interested in their local, in their national self-interest more and more, as compared to the fact that we have a time in the world today when we need to be thinking of one world, one community. We don't have that. But that doesn't mean, and sometimes it does seem impossible, but it does mean that we have to continue to say that we do need something more.
We, as ASTM, cooperate with the Fridays for Future or Youth for Climate in Luxembourg. How do you see that movement? Is power coming from there?
The Fridays for Future movement in Europe, and particularly in Europe, I think is a very important movement. And I say that because I think it has anger, it has outrage of the youth. They are not looking for the ifs and buts. They are not interested in the maybes and yes, but we will do some new jugglery in words. They are looking for action, and they have the innocence and the anger and the outrage of the youth. And I want and I hope that they will stay young, they will stay outraged, and they will not become old, not become like us.
So we are here in Luxembourg, you as Indian. How do you see the role of Luxembourg? What is your message for Luxembourg as part of the we, of the global we?
Who am I to give a message to Luxembourg? I mean, you have to think about your own, what is the role you want to play in the global community. And I think as an aware population, you know how things are tough and that we need to do things much more in a way that we can bring development and environment together, that we can bring the issue of environmental justice, climate justice, along with the issue of environmental sustainability. And I think that's something that Luxembourg can play an important role in helping us to explain this to the rest of the world. My only wish, and I was thrilled to see the way you're rebuilding your city, and I love the fact that you're putting in a tram line, and I hear that you're taking more space for trams and cycles. I would love to come back to Luxembourg and see no cars. That would be my dream, because then I can insist that that's what we need to do in Delhi.
Even if you ignore the cars, you are always welcome in Luxembourg.
Thank you. But let's see how we can move people and not cars.
Okay.